What's happening, guys? So in this video we are going to talk about what it really means to be chosen, and this untold truth a lot of you probably never heard, but you're about to. So my thing is like this: if you are truly chosen for a specific path in life, or to be something very specific to benefit this world, don't expect everybody to understand you. Don't expect to fit in. Don't expect for everybody to love you. Although you will get a lot of love. With a lot of love comes a lot of hate. There's not one without the other. And if you're not receiving a lot of both, then you're probably, I don't know, probably not on the right path right now, probably not doing the right things, you probably don't have the exposure you might receive in the coming future just yet. But with being chosen comes a lot of love, and it also comes with a lot of hate. Because everyone's reality in their own minds are not the same at all. People think very differently. There's a lot of people who are committed to misunderstanding you. It's like they don't want to understand. You could tell them, you could explain to them in deep detail, and some people will still not understand it, bruh. Still won't. So that's what you have to know about being a chosen one, is a lot of people are not going to understand you. They are committed to misunderstanding you. Don't expect, like I said, for everybody to like you, for everybody to just think you're the shit. Some people's going to disrespect you, bruh. You could be the shit and people's not going to think it. Even though you are, they're not going to think it. You have to be the man. Do you want to just be a man in this world, or do you want to be the man? Because there's a lot of males in this world. There's males, and then there's the man. You have to be the man. There's not just one the man in the world. There's lots. But that's the guy you want to be. And you want to be chosen for something almost larger than life. Nothing is larger than life, but damn near almost. You want to shape and mold this world into what it should be rather than what it is today, in some way. And you can do it through any way you want. You could do it through music. You could do it through speaking. You could do it through sport. You could do it through whatever. You could be that inspiring of a human being that you can change the world. There's not one way to change the world. You could change the world by picking up garbage. You could be the biggest person on earth that started the biggest company of cleaning the earth. You change the world. With vision, you can change the world. There's so many things in life you can do. You can do something. You can create something that no one's ever seen. Ever. You could change the world by creating the best app on a phone that's ever existed. And this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, there's not one way of anything. You have to get your message out the way you have to get your message out. Through hell or high waters, you have to make it happen. You can make it happen in your way, however you want. Through anything. And when you do this, be prepared. Be prepared for attacks. Be prepared for hate. Be prepared for some love as well. Because if you're doing some good things, a lot of people's going to love you, because a lot of people's going to relate, but a lot of people won't. And that's the world. That's what I'm saying. If you're chosen, be prepared to be misunderstood. Be prepared to be looked at a little bit funny. Be prepared. You're not going to fit in with everybody else. In fact, you're going to fit in the least with everybody else, and the more you fit in, the more it feels weird. It don't feel right. Around most people, I don't feel 100% like myself. I don't. You have to dumb yourself down around people, man. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to dumb yourself down when you speak to most people. When you're in a house, at someone's house with specific people, you can't be yourself. You gotta be something that you're not to please their ways. It's very strange. And I understand, you understand, we all understand, people in this world is different. A lot, so many people in this world is different. But some people are willing to understand you and some are not. They'd rather not. They want you to be something that you're not. Those are people you can't be around. You can be around people that's different, as long as they're understanding of who you are as well. It's about being open-minded. That is what I am with people. I don't look at people and go around at people and judge people and do this and do that. We can judge people by off their initial look or something like that. You see someone homeless, well, they're homeless. Stuff like that. I've said it before. We can say I don't judge nobody. We do judge people, but not in like a way where we're trying to do it. Because we do judge people. You can say I don't judge nobody. You do. Because if you see someone that's homeless, you know they're homeless. You're judging them. Maybe not literally, but you are. Subconsciously, you are without even knowing you're doing it. But you could be a very non-judgmental person like I am. Like I don't go around wanting to judge people, wanting to belittle people, wanting to put people down. I don't go around doing that. I don't even think about those things. I'm too busy with my own life. And I understand, man, people are who they are. Some people, whatever. Some people don't do so well. Some people do well. It's whatever. At the end of the day, we're still all human beings. We still all bleed red. We still all bleed blood. But some people ain't open-minded. They're not. And it's an issue if you're a chosen one to be around those people. I don't have a problem being around anybody as long as you're open-minded. That's what it comes down to. You can't try to point your finger at me and try to paint me in a picture of what you want to view me as. You can't do that. You have to be open-minded. You have to be able to sit here and have a conversation. I talk, you listen. You talk, I listen. That's how it goes. But people are so crazy and stuck in their ways, bro. So crazy. There's so many people in the world that just suck at listening. They can't listen. They just want to point the finger at you and say all these things and like this, and you can't be yourself. So if you're chosen, it's your duty to be yourself. So this is why I'm so keen on telling you guys to distance yourself from those people that don't allow you to be yourself. And like, most people in this world can't be heard, bro. Do you know how many people come to call me, bro? Because they can't be heard by somebody else? A ridiculous amount. It's crazy. So many people in this world cannot be heard. I can't be heard by most people, bro. But also, a lot of people love to listen to me in this world. Where I come from, not a lot of people want to listen to me. Not a lot of people. Some do. A lot don't. Even more don't. But this is the reality of being a chosen one. And you have to be good at listening and also giving. Giving and receiving. If you're good at giving and receiving, bro, you're going to do very, very, very well in life. you'll be in good hands. In very good hands. But being a chosen one, man, you will be very misunderstood. Very away from a lot of things that people are kind of into. People don't mind latching onto each other and not being themselves. They're all acting a certain way to appease each other. It's a trap. How can you be great? How can you do anything significant being like that? You can't. People don't even want to have disagreements today or anything else like that. What kind of maturity is that? People can't be friends if they disagree on something. Nowadays, it's absolutely crazy. You have to be exactly like somebody else, and if your viewpoints are different, oh, it's a problem. Completely different. Like it's just so crazy, man. I even feel it, bro. You go around some people, you have to be something that you're not. And I'm not gonna lie, I do that shit because I don't want to start nothing. I don't want to waste energy. You start to talk to me, bro, people come up to me and talk to me all the time. I'm just gonna whatever. It's gonna be whatever. There's some people you can be yourself around, and there's some people you just can't. Some random man walks up to you in the gym and starts talking to you, and you're just kind of, yeah. You're not being yourself. He's viewing you as something you're not. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Or if you have like a boss at some job that we've all had before at some point. He's the boss, so you can't talk to him with who you actually are, with your confidence. Because he's gonna look at you a little bit differently, like, who are you talking to? I'm your boss. Like, that's how they are, bro. That's how they are. I like to be around people who allows you to be yourself, does not limit you, does not cut you off, just as you don't cut them off. You allow each other to finish. It's so very important, bro. And that's like the main part of my job. Is, man, I sit there sometimes on calls and listen for 30 minutes straight. 30 minutes straight without even saying a flick. Because I can take everything and I can take in every bit of information and download the software. I can download things, bro, in my mind. I can listen and take things in and understand. But most people don't even take the time or don't want to do those things. I'm not saying you should all the time. It maybe not be your calling or your purpose. And I'm not saying to care about every single person that walks your way and to listen to them and all this stuff, but it's like, how can you be around people and how can you be close to anybody who's not even willing to listen to what you have to say? You can't. If you're going to be in close contacts with people, you have to understand each other completely. You have to. You have to be able to have deep conversations to get to the core of things. Most people cannot do that. And that's why most people in life is going to view you as something that you're not. And what you have to learn as a chosen one is you just have to let people think whatever. Because people are going to think whatever. You could be the biggest thing on earth and some Joe Schmo could just come up to you and look at you like you're nothing when you're the biggest thing in the world. Let's say you are. That could happen. Because people want to think what they want to think. They'll think about you however way they want to think about you. Because they don't want to see the truth. Most people don't want to live life by the truth. I have a problem with that. I ain't going to be close with you if that's who you are. I'm just not. It's not going to happen. So these are things right here, bro, that you have to know about being chosen. Like, that's why chosen ones go through so much stuff. the misunderstandings, the crazy making. At first in life, when you go through these things, it's going to drive you nuts. Bro, I wanted to convince everybody who exactly who I was. Years ago, bro, I was going nuts in my mind. Like, I just need people to know who I am. But I got to a point where I continued to work, and people start to figure it out, man. And then all of a sudden, you don't feel that need to make everybody believe what you actually are. You just no longer care. And that's how you have to live life. You can't care. Let time tell who you actually are. That's the best thing you can do. Because being like that, bro, it's going to put unwanted energies, unwanted thoughts. It's a waste of energy. It's just not good to have that mindset. A man with something to prove is a dangerous man, and it can be a good thing, but it can be your detriment. It can be your downfall at the same time. You have to let certain shit motivate you, but you can't let things get to you too much to the point where it's like a detriment. If that makes sense. Because I kind of use it for the greater of good. I let shit motivate me, bruh. It gave me that spark. It gave me that boost. And people are always going to think you're something that you're not. Especially in the beginning. And people your whole life. You become the next greatest thing on earth. Some people still going to view you as something that you're not. Because people just are like that. And it's crazy. Nobody wants to get to know each other. Nobody wants to build genuine friendships, relationships, things like that. People don't want to do that no more. They just want to view you as something that you're not. And it's crazy, man. Like, how can you do anything being that type of person? You can't do shit. So this is why I'm telling you guys, don't be around those people. Just kind of go off and do your own thing and get in with people who's going to be about that life. Because if it ain't about that, you should not be about that either. Just kind of learn how to maneuver around these individuals, bro. That's what I do. I'm just maneuvering around these people on earth. They're just whatevers to me. I don't really care. You don't care? I don't care either. You want to care? You want to be serious? You want to actually do something that's actually going to build something that's actually going to bring some success, some fulfillment? I'm about that life. If it's not about that, get the fuck away from me. This is how chosen ones are, bro. We ain't messing about. There's no time to waste. It frustrates me so much wasting time on wasteful people. It makes no sense. I spent too much time in the past doing those types of things, not knowing I was doing them, but learned. And it's what you must do. You must do that. Wasting time is awful. The least amount of time wasted, the better. The more time you spend on productive things, the better. And this is what you have to know. And that's pretty obvious, but I'm just saying, bro. Try to eliminate wasting time on wasteful people. That's just not about something. And a lot of people are waking up, bro. A lot of people are realizing this in life. A lot of people are realizing this. But there's always the unawakened ones that are doing what they're doing. And you just see it and it's like, damn. That's tough. I ain't dealing with them, and they're going to go down this bad path. They're going to learn the hard way. And the best thing you can do, bruh, is learn early. Learn early and really get your shit on point. Because that's what's going to get you the W. It's what's going to make life a lot better. As chosen ones, we are not meant to be around just anybody. And then you got people saying, oh, well, oh, you're too good for us. Oh, this, that, this. Wasteful people, bruh. They're expecting us to serve their lives. They're expecting us to give them freebies. Because they have no value within themselves. Those are those types of people, bruh. You guys heard that kind of stuff before. Oh, you just think you're so good for us. You think you're too good for us. Bruh, they're looking for freebies. They're looking for freebies. They want you to serve their life without them doing anything for you. They want you to waste your time and precious years to appease their miserable lives. That's the cold hard facts. They really got nothing for you, bro. They gotta go so you can grow. And this is what being a chosen one is all about, is realizing the truth. We've all had so much time wasted. Let's not pretend. Everyone on earth has went through times where time was wasted. Everybody. The whole point is learning fast. Learn hard lessons fast. And get as great as you can be fast. That's the whole point. Because you don't want to be the person that gets old and looks back and they know as much as a 19-year-old because of how much years they've spent in complete delusion. And even if you're that person, just continue to do the best you can do until your time is up. We all have time. We all have time left, but what are you going to do with that time? That's what it's all about, bruh.